Long time no see. This is Brian from Tickets Please Reviews with another entry for the Cinema Hall of Shame. I've been meaning to do this since October 2024, but I've just now gotten it written down and ready to go. Of course, the film I'm talking about is 2021's Roohi, which I put in my bottom 3 of the worst films I've seen that year. Now, I'll start by giving out the background to the film, which will offer the proper context. Then I'll take a look at the cast director and the plot, and then after that look at my thoughts of the film before rendering a verdict of whether Roohi deserves an entry in the Cinema Hall of Shame. Now, Roohi is a 2021 film from India whose plot gives us a look at the custom of bride kidnappings or bride nappings. The more serious type is actually considered to be a sex crime because it takes away the consent of the bride. The bride napping is placed somewhere between a forced marriage and an arranged marriage. Roohi deals with the second type, where a bride is kidnapped by their husband while they hide out together in a combination marriage honeymoon, which hopefully will lead to a pregnancy by the end of the month. And the film itself is directed by Hardik Mehta, who did Kamyab, and Amazon Prime series Patel Lok before this film. Raj Kumar Rao's earlier work includes the critically acclaimed Shahid, Kai Po Che, Newton, and the Netflix film The White Tiger. As for co-star Varun Sharma, his previous films include Fukri 1 and 2, and Diwali. And female co-star Janvi Kapoor did Dadak and Gunja Saxena, the Cargo Girl, before this one. Now let's dive into the plot of this one, okay? Bara and Katani are two inept crime reporters who get hired by their strongman boss to kidnap Roohi on behalf of her soon-to-be husband. But due to a death of his family, which delays the wedding, they're asked to keep watch on her in an abandoned warehouse. But Roohi is holding a secret as well. She's possessed by a demonic witch spirit called Afsa, who will not let her go until she's married, along with the girl she's possessing. The reporter's boss starts to get cold feet due to a looming police investigation, so he tries to get them to abandon her. When they refuse, Bara has fallen for Roohi, while Katana's done the same for Afsa. He hires some henchmen to save himself, but it turns out Afsa is just too strong for them. Following a conversation with an old woman, Bara concocts a bold scheme to depossess Roohi and marry her for himself. Alright, let's get into brass tacks and talk about the film itself. As a horror film, it fails to scare you. In comparison, last year's Shaitan is technically a thriller, but that offers some real horrific scares to the viewer as well. And as a comedy, it's just not simply funny enough. It spends too much time on specific things that prove to be a waste of time. There's nothing there in the script that proves to be funny. Or scary for that matter. And as an issue film, it flops there as well. It never does justice to the issue of bride kidnappings. As a feminist film, too much of the runtime is spent taking Roohi for granted, and its arguments to accept your strengths is poorly handled as well. The climax is also poorly handled with both the decision-making and how it got to that point. Director Mehta gives this film a slack pace, making this film to be a chore to sit through. And co-star Kapoor only manages to be warmly likable in 2 separate roles. If she had provided either Roohi or Afsa with some character or intrigue to her performance, the film would not be in contention for a Cinema Hall of Shame entry. Although she does have a nice singing voice with a song at the end of the film, I had no interest in watching the video. I've seen the film and had given up on it a while ago. Part of the reason is, of course, the writing being inconsistent, which led to a lot of frustration. So it brings up the question, is Roohi worthy of the Cinema Hall of Shame? My answer to you is yes, it absolutely is. It joins previous entries Leonard Part 6 and Unfrosted as part of the Hall of Shame. Which film should I tackle and see if it belongs to the Hall next? Leave your comments in the section below, And be sure to like and subscribe to see more content like this one. Thanks for watching, and the booth is now closed.